Hey guys, what's going on?
Hey guys, what's going on? Good morning. Welcome to our morning note. It is 9:03 Eastern Standard Time. Apologize. Some little technical issues trying to set this up. My headset needs to be charged as well. Good morning. Good morning. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the market, shall we? Oh, just got a little headline here. Amazon adding 10,000 new jobs. Awesome. All right, good morning. So, yesterday, huh? What happened yesterday? The market did fall yesterday, absolutely. I think the Dow fell more than almost 1,000 points. Um, wow, a big move, right? You could see it on the ES and across the board, and I'm pretty sure everybody was like, "Oh, Carlos, are you still bullish? Are you still long the market?" I am. I actually did buy some shares yesterday in companies that I wanted to own. That I already have, and I just added to my position. So nothing has really changed to me. I mean, these kind of moves are definitely something that just happens. And usually we do bounce back from that. We had this move in June, and you could see if I bring up the daily here, let's go and maximize here on E-mini futures. You can see that the last time we had a really big pullback like that was in June, was from 31.78 down to around 29.94, 200 handles on ES, and then we just continued to grind higher. And that's where I do believe that we're going to continue. So a big level on E-mini futures or S&P is to me 33.96. That's your previous all-time high. Remember that took us a while to get there. We got there over the hump in August. If we break down below that, then it gets really interesting to me, where we would continue to the upside, but we would get a little bit of volatility ahead of the election. So 33.96 to me is that line in the sand. Your previous resistance is now your support. We're now at 34.69. 33.96 is my level of support. If we do break that, then 32.84 would be your next level on the fib level. So watch 33.96. That is a very, very key technical level for S&P. If you do break that, if let's say the Nasdaq continues to fall, we're definitely bouncing now. We'll go over the futures here in a second. 33.96 breaks, that's when you still really want to watch to see if 32.84 comes. But as we go down, I'm still buying the names that I want to buy. So to me, with this kind of drops here and there, to me, those are buying opportunities. And I went ahead and added some Apple, I added some Nvidia, I bought some Tesla, I bought some Amazon, I bought some Space. I mean, I have been adding on companies that I have been wanting to add to for a while. So to me, this is what that yesterday was shopping day. And I put my money where my mouth is. I go for it. I'm still bullish on the market. We talked about this on end of August. I said, listen, if you guys want to take some profits, there will be some volatility in September leading up to the election. I didn't think it was going to be this severe with one day, but here we are. But again, to me, there's no need to panic whatsoever. We've had these days before and still have come out the other side clean. So it really just depends on perspective. We're literally at levels that we had a week ago. So we just checked back to last week. That's it. Check backs happen, you move on, and you go from there. To me, this kind of stuff won't even matter in 5 years. Just like February and March, that big 37-point drop, you'll remember it, of course, if you didn't buy any. If you didn't buy there, we did. But either way, that's where I'm still rocking the bullish, stay bullish hashtag. Nothing has changed there. You could see that we're getting a little bit of rotation into the Russell 2000 IWM, 1.21% to the upside. Tech is just getting a pullback. That's just basically it. Big names like Apple and Tesla are taking, after the big run up, they're going to take a hit. That's just normal. And I'm still bullish those names, and I actually bought some. Okay, so let's go over futures here. Dow futures up 153 after a strong non-farm payroll report. Nasdaq still down 0.74%, so the Nasdaq's underperforming. I actually went short the Nasdaq last night and got hit. So I took an L on Nasdaq yesterday, last night, and yesterday. So again, I was long in Nasdaq. Then we got that flush, so I got stopped out. And then Nasdaq yesterday, I tried to short that Asia will give us that continuation, more for a scalp than anything else, and I got hit and we bounced. Name of the game on futures, man, not easy. S&P futures up 7.5 handles, 34.69, and Russell 2000 up 1.29%. Let me go ahead and convert this to an hourly chart instead. Uh, okay, just want to go ahead and zoom in. All right. And Russell 2000 up 1.28%. So again, banks and tanks, small caps, value may be getting some love here. Light sweet crude future up down 0.65%. Bitcoin was actually took a really big hit with the market. 10,475. 10,000 to me is support. currently, line in the sand. There was an interesting article in Forbes regarding Bitcoin saying that if they break 10,000, it's all over. I don't believe that, but again, 10,000 is a very key level. Keep an eye on it. I bought some more Bitcoin this week. Gold futures down 0.69% after the payroll report, 1924 an ounce. Silver down 0.91%, 2663. What's interesting is that gold yesterday was down too. Silver was down yesterday. So if the market is going to flush the way people say on CNBC or Bloomberg or what have you, and we're just getting started, then gold should be rallying. Gold should be your safe haven, but it's not. And that's what's interesting enough. That's why I don't think it's more of a meltdown than it is just a take profit. And people were over leveraged at one point, and everyone just got stopped out. That's basically what I think. Uh, in regards to signals, are this week we are 4 for 4 this week. I mean, we literally got four strong trades. We closed them on Wednesday, and we've been sitting very pretty. We have two trades for next week, and we had the Tesla Lotto, obviously, but that was just a Lotto play, very very high risk, and didn't work out. But last time we did a Lotto was an IO, and it paid out very well, and a Tesla as well. Euro dollar in regards to my forex people, 118.10, down 39 pips at down 0.35%. Dollar yen, 106.43, 0.24% to the upside, 25 pips to the upside. VIX is down 4.2%. The dollar, interesting enough, is up 0.34% at 93.05. Wow. All right, let's go over the numbers of the non-farm payroll report just to kind of get that out there for you. 1.371 million new jobs added. The consensus was 1.321. So again, that helps to push the market forward. So the big drop in unemployment rate, 8.4%, and we're now below 10%. Very strong. That's actually pretty good. So again, we're seeing the data turn bullish and turn positive. Yes, it was some ugly data that came from the COVID virus. But again, we're turning the corner now in order to get more bullish, in my opinion. Again, nothing has changed to me. 4,000 S&P within 12 months is my call. We're at 34.86. We're as high as 35.87. But again, I'm still continuing that rally. So again, to me, this is a nice welcome check back. Gives people an opportunity who are investors to buy some stocks they've been wanting to buy. And that's what I've been doing. All right, let's answer some questions. Morning, good morning. Wearing bread predicted for today? No, no, this is actually a jersey from Colombia. This is actually my favorite team in Colombia. This is the Medellin. So I like the jersey, that's all. Hey, morning. Just asking what happened to 10K portfolio in March, by the way. The 10K portfolio, the challenge, we doubled it. In March is when we started, actually March 11th, and we doubled it by June 28th, but that's been done with. Now we're just trading it regular, but it's not a 10K challenge anymore. Thank you for your starting G.A.R Capital. You're welcome. True blessing. Nick D is an amazing teacher. My knowledge has increased. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Is there a play for IWM level to watch? Yeah, I'll take a look at it right now, actually. IWM. Right now, I'm looking at IWM. Oh, you need to kind of, oh, it's kind of choppy taking a look at it here. It is up pre-market. Let's go ahead and maximize the sell. You can see just not much going on. Let's go ahead and break 159 just to give us a shot, but there is really nothing there. It's just sideways action. JPM. Do I like JPM? I own JPM. I own the stock long term. I have an alert at 106.75, but yesterday, look, yesterday we get that boost in the morning and then it fades. That's what we've been getting, just the rotations and the fades. And 106.75 for me is a break on JPM to make it interesting for us to buy some calls. I know it's a little farther out, but we want to make sure because JPM loves and the banks love to play games. Last time I got hit on Citibank, I'm very, very cautious on it. You like calls? Calls for 9/11/20 for make sense today. If you're talking about, well, it depends on the strike. Right now, your support is 119.84. Actually, 119.34 is your support. Oh, and of course, is my antivirus. I'll go and move that. 119.84 is my level, but actually the support level is around 119.38. That's your fib level, so I'm going to go ahead and change that there. As long as that holds, we need to go ahead. I would not touch Apple calls until you break the 200-day average on the 1 hour, which is 124.94. That's what I would really just hold off for. If you break that, then yes. What does Tesla have to break to go further down? Tesla has to break. 400 is my level, and it's been holding it pretty steadily. If it does open below 400, I will be buying more shares. But I'm going to be going 400, about 333, and then down to 300, where I'll be adding as we go down. BA, Rafael asks, BA. BA again, just like kind of like JPM. Again, pops and then drops, pops and drops. I'm staying away. 183.84 is my target for a call. If we break above that, then we'll talk. But till then, mm-mm. Where do we see the dollar going after this month? The dollar, that's a good one. Let's go ahead and take a look at the dollar. All right, this is your dollar index. You can see still kind of a bearish trend line. In order to break out of this trend line, you need a little bit of more move. Let me go ahead and set up a drawing tool here. And you can kind of see if I get this going. You can see kind of that still downward move, but it's still breaking out of it, which is interesting. I would say about 93.40 should kind of show us to break out of that 1 hour slump. Let's see if we get the daily. Oof, the daily is just basically just all the way down. But again, you're seeing this trend line break, so the dollar could be getting stronger here pretty soon. If that's the case, then the metals and gold, silver will get weaker, and so will crude. Um, AMD, AMD. Let's see here, AMD. AMD I love. I have not added to it. I bought Nvidia instead. But again, you could see it's still down pre-market. So in order to kind of get above that, I want to get above the 200-day moving average, just like Apple. So I'm just going to wait on that. 85.37. Hey, Carlos, any thoughts on Nvidia? How about any? Okay. Oh, okay. I'm gonna answer the questions in order. Kim asks, is Apple a good buy the dip? And what is the target for Apple at the end of the week? Yes, Apple is good to buy the dip for me. That's what I'm doing. Right below 119.38, I'll go ahead and buy. Looks like we're bouncing above very nicely. Oh, Apple just actually wants to turn green today, looks like. Looking at Apple, I don't have a target, but I do think that, remember, next week's a short week. I do think that 125 is coming. I think 125 will come. It may squeak by. It may not be next week. We may get some consolidation. So best case scenario, 125 by next week. But that's saying best case scenario. Hey, Carlos, any thoughts on NVIDIA? How about an extra thoughts on my 550 call expiring 925? 550 calls expiring 925. You got a couple of weeks. Not terrible, but you need to get over this 100-day moving average hump. The 20 days is it's getting there, but definitely, the 100-day is what you need to get over. You think Square will fill the gap? Looking at Square here, again, Square had an incredible run up. Looking at it here, again, your 200-day moving average will determine your trend. That's where I'm going to look for in regards to Square 156.26. But I don't think it fills that gap immediately, no. Uh, let's see. Justin says, is the day looking like continuation of the last 2 days, which red bounce back? Yes, I do think we get a little bit of a bounce back here. It's going to be the end of the week, ahead of a 3-day weekend. Labor Day markets are closed. No morning note on Monday. So, no morning note on Monday, obviously. So I do think we're going to get a little bit of a relief rally today and close green. I have a Microsoft 240 expires 925. Should I hold or sell? 240 for 925. You need to kind of get over above 218. If 218 closes above today, hold it. If not, then you need to close it. Nasdaq still has more room for call for playing puts with leverage 918. There is. You can definitely take a look at that. If you do break down below this low wick 282, then they'd be set to go for puts. But until then, you might get some consolidation and you may get a little bit of a hit. So I'd wait for that 282, break the lows, and then you could target 280, 275, even all the way down to 270. Because 270 may be that check back, which is the previous all-time high, like E-mini futures. AL setting up for a big move. The airlines, all I know is Delta, but I don't see a big move or setting up of anything here. It is up pre-market. Obviously, airlines, banks, and tanks are running industrials. Again, as we're getting the rotation out of tech. NVIDIA price target. Are you talking about the year or are you talking about short term? Place for SPY expectations are low today. I'm not playing SPY Tame to Expire, if that's what you're asking. No, but I do think that SPY needs to overtake 349.50 in order to get over that 200 day, and then we can get back above 350, 351. What is the best moving average to use on charts? I use a 200 day and the 100 day. Do you feel bullish about DKNG? What would be a good price to buy? I am bullish on DKNG. I own the stock. I have not added to it, but looking at it, I am bullish. I would add here if you want to go ahead and buy some. Sure. I don't have a huge position on it though. Do you still hold the 53 calls of Microsoft? Absolutely. Still holding Microsoft, still holding Intel. Yeah, thoughts? My thoughts feel great. Thanks. Why are people freaking out about Apple calls? What Apple calls? We don't have any Apple calls. The only Apple calls that I have are for students, which is the one I have, which is for October. Do you think INTC will fill the gap on the hourly? Let's take a look at it. Let's looking at that INTC. Yeah, I think that we do get above that 100-day moving average of 50.79. I love the fact that we stayed above the 200. So to me, Intel is looking very strong. Actually, green pre-market, which is nice. I think that we do get that push. I think we get this call. You're welcome. Is your 200 still your buying point for Microsoft shares? I actually added to Microsoft yesterday. So I went ahead and added. I'm happy with it. I bought it around 215-ish. So I'm still rocking it. And if we break below 200, I'm buying some more for sure. Have a nice long weekend, you too. Look on Tesla calls. Let's look at Tesla. If you're playing Tesla here, you're playing the bounce off this 400 very strong psychological support. If you're playing this, I would take a look around the 450 calls or 500 calls. But again, very out of the money. Very out of the money. They are expensive, so just be very careful. I would wait till Tuesday. I would not get into anything today. Just kind of hold off. Entry on Lulu, wasn't there a downgrade? There was an downgrade and an upgrade, but Citibank actually downgraded. I own the stock as well. It's bouncing off the 200-day. I'm up nearly 100% on the stock. I bought it way back at around 180 a share or 170 a share. So I've been holding it. I have not had a chance to buy more, but right now it's still at the red at the 200-day. If we broke the 200-day, then I'd go ahead and buy some more. Do you think cruise lines make a recovery in 2021? I don't own any cruise lines. I don't feel the necessary to buy any. I don't like cruise lines at all. When you say recovery, are we talking about recovery of the stock or the industry? I still think that the stocks may be coming back a little bit, sure, but the industry itself, not really sure. Not really sure. Could be a health issue there. Sorry, I mean INTC on the daily gap. Well, there's a lot of daily gaps to be filled, that's for sure. But looking at it here, you're talking about the daily gap from June, July. I don't know if we're going to get that high, but we definitely need to get above 52.71 before anything happens. And that would be a good start to get there. But I mean, fill the gap all the way down there. Intel's not a growth main. That's the problem. What do you feel about Wallace? What do you think about Wallace's, Elliott's wave analysis? I'm not really sure on Elliott wave. I just wanted to post that so you guys can see that some people are what they're watching. Uh, I can't say it's accurate because I'm not sure, but again, it fits my bull thesis, so of course I'm rocking with it. Was Apple ever hit the 135 end of the month? Let's see. Will Apple ever hit 135 end of the month? Yes. I'll even say this, it'll hit 140 by the end of the month. I own Apple 135 calls next week, sell, right? That's up to you. I mean, if it's for next week, go ahead and sell if you're nervous about it. Any idea about XSPA? I have no idea what that is. No idea. Adobe price target long. I like Adobe long term, but again, it took a little bit of a hit yesterday. If I had to go price target long term, give me a price target. What time frame? Time frame is important. You're welcome. And I love Adobe long term, but I don't have a price target. What date are you talking about? Yeah, but if you're tasking me by 6 months or I'll say 12-month price target, 550 easily. 12 months, if that helps. All right, guys, we'll leave it there. Have a great rest of your weekend. It's a long weekend. It's Labor Day weekend. So, enjoy some time off, guys, away from the screens, away from the stress of the stock market. At the end of the day, guys, we've all had a hell of a run. You guys have made excellent money. Yesterday was a small little blip, in my opinion. And even if we fall a little bit, this just gives opportunities. Give yourself the idea that stocks do go down, guys. It does happen. I said that you're going to get volatility out of the election. This will not be the last time you'll get some red days, 1 to 2% days. It's what you do with that information, what you do on those days that really test you as an investor. Do you fold under pressure, or do you say, hey, I know what I'm doing. I'm looking forward. I'm a long-term investor. That's all it is. If you're the type of person that folds at any little bit of resistance or any little bit of red, maybe this isn't for you. Maybe. But if you're the type of person that has resolve and understands that, hey, things move up and down, back and forth, and you have a long-term perspective, 5 years at least, you're going to be fine. And look at Tesla go, 411. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. Happy Labor Day. Stay safe. And I'll catch you guys on Tuesday for the morning note, 9 a.m. Catch you guys later. GARCapitalFX.com. Bottom right-hand corner is the icon. Make sure to click it and like and subscribe our videos. We really appreciate you as always. Turn on notifications. You never know when I do a really cool video for YouTube. I love doing them. Have a great one, guys. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you guys soon.